Hey there, Annie. I hate beating around the bush, so I'll get straight to the point.
Karen, what is it?
It's about your husband, Arthur. As much as it pains me to say this. Oh, who am I kidding? It doesn't pain me at all to say this.
You're acting really weird. Could you just tell me what this is about, please?
Arthur is mine now. And we just got out of our hotel room after an evening of, well, I think you know.
Let me get this straight, Karen. Are you telling me right now that you're having an affair with my husband?
That's right. Actually, it's been just about a year since we started seeing each other. We're deeply in love.
How did you even meet Arthur?
Oh, it's a simple story, really. I started working at Arthur's company, that's all. And since I've got nothing to hide anymore, I may as well tell you that I had every intention to make him mine from the moment I applied. I'm just as gifted in the workplace as I am in the bedroom, so I was a shoo-in for the position. And that was precisely what made Arthur go head over heels for me. Oh, Annie, if only you were more of a woman, then maybe it wouldn't have been so easy to take Arthur from you.
Is there more to this conversation, or is that all you wanted to say?
What's up with that reaction?
You've told me that you've been having an affair with my husband for a year, so is that it? You met, you slept with him, and now you're telling me about it? I've got all that, so let's keep this conversation moving forward, if you don't mind.
You're something else, Annie.
You said you hate beating around the bush, right? Well, so do I.
Oh. All right, fine. Have it your way. So anyway, early next month, I'll be taking a week off from work. Would you like to know what I'll be doing? I'll be going on a week-long vacation with Arthur.
I see.
And while we're away, I need someone to look after my 3 kids. And since you're just a housewife, I thought I could just have you take care of them.
Huh? While you were planning this big reveal to me, do you honestly think that I would just agree to babysit your kids while you sleep with my husband?
You have no choice but to say yes.
Why?
Because I'm a strong, independent woman who's successfully balanced a high-achieving career and being a single mother. And you're nothing but a housewife.
Any time you'd like to start making sense would be great, Karen. You made a pretty big leap in reasoning there, and I'm gonna have to ask you to show your work.
Wow, Annie, I had no idea you were so dull. You still have no idea what sort of position you're in, do you?
What position would that be?
Your days as the pampered and spoiled housewife of a rich and successful entrepreneur are about to come to an abrupt end. Your beautiful little house of cards is about to come tumbling down, and when it does, you're in for an extremely hard awakening when you hit rock bottom.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You're saying that if I divorce my husband, that I'll have no one to take care of me since I don't work? Are you threatening me?
Threatening? Heavens, no! I would never dream of threatening you, Annie. I'm giving you some valuable information. Reality apparently hasn't set in for you yet, so let me be clear. If you don't want to find yourself a divorced woman with nowhere to go and no one to help you, then be a good little girl and look after my kids while we're away. Got it?
Let me repeat. Did you really think that this little game of yours would work on me?
Obviously, yeah. I think that any rational person in your position would realize you've been totally defeated and just do exactly as I say. What do you say, Annie? You'll look after my kids for me, right?
Not a chance.
Excuse me?
There's not a snowball's chance in hell that I'm gonna look after my husband's mistress's kids while they're out on a romantic getaway. You'll have to hire a babysitter or something. I'm not doing it.
You are unbelievable, Annie. Do you still think you're in any position to be saying no to me? You don't want to get divorced, do you? Think about your daughter. If you don't want the both of you to get kicked to the curb, penniless and hopeless, then do what I say and watch my kids during our vacation.
Hey, Jack, got a minute?
Sure. Annie? What's up?
There's been some activity from you-know-who concerning you-know-what, and we need to move fast. Are you good to go?
Wow. From the sound of things, this is pretty serious. The last we talked, you were planning on waiting until your daughter's summer vacation was over.
Yeah, this can't wait that long anymore. We gotta move soon. And by soon, I mean by next month.
Sheesh.
Can you do it?
Well, I mean, from my position, it's really the sooner the better type of thing. But good grief, what happened?
It looks like Arthur's punishment is going to come sooner than I expected.
Go on.
Earlier this afternoon, Arthur's mistress texted me personally and blew the lid on their whole affair.
No way! For real?
It gets worse. She said that she and Arthur are going on a week-long vacation early next month. And, get this, she's now demanding that I take care of her 3 kids for her while they're away.
What?
I was originally planning to hold off for a bit longer, but now that my daughter could get involved, I think the time for holding off is over.
Holy smokes! What is that woman's problem? Like, is she clinically insane?
It wouldn't surprise me at all if she was, but in all honesty, I think that rather than mental illness, her real problem is just that she's an amoral, home-wrecking, slimy harlot with absolutely no conscience.
Oof. Don't hold back. Tell me what you really think about her.
Oh, don't worry. I have no intentions of holding back or looking after her kids. After all, I'm really not in as weak of a position as she thinks I am. Quite the contrary, she's so blissfully unaware of what's really going on and what I have in store for her. To be honest, I feel kind of bad for her.
Ha! Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in her position right now either. All right, then. Let's meet up at my house to discuss the specifics of where we go from here. Can you come over on Saturday?
Is it all right if I bring my daughter along with me?
Yeah. My wife's going to be taking our son over to her folks' place for the day, so we'll just have your daughter go along with them.
Thanks. I'll talk to her personally when I can, but please give her my thanks in advance, will you?
Just did. She says, don't mention it. I'm glad to help.
All right, so Saturday at 10 a.m.? Does that sound okay?
Got it. Let me know if there's anything you need me to prepare in advance.
Thanks, Jack. See you Saturday.
Hey there, Annie. Arthur and I are leaving for our vacation tomorrow. When will you be coming to pick up my kids?
I'm pretty sure I already told you I'm not babysitting for you.
Oh, please, Annie. Give up the ghost. You're not fooling anyone. You know just as well as I do that you can't say no to me. Honestly, I don't care if you get divorced or not. It's all the same to me. Either way, Arthur is still mine, and you're still a loser. But as long as you're married, we'll always have a babysitter to take care of my kids for me, which means I'll have more free time to spend with my Arthur. So, Annie, like I said, I'm a superior woman to you in every way, and if I wanted, I could make Arthur divorce you anytime I want. It's out of the kindness of my heart that I'm allowing you to stay married to him. For now. Oh, would you look at the time? We need to get going. I'll just drop my kids off at the curb in front of your house. You can handle things from there. Make sure you feed them some proper meals, okay?
Karen, I told you, I am not taking care of your kids.
And I told you, unless you want your sweet little daughter thrown out on the streets, yes, you are.
No, I literally cannot babysit your kids. I have to work today.
What?
I'm not a housewife anymore. I have work today, so I sent my daughter over to my parents' house to look after her until the evening. And they'll have their hands full with her. They can't look after your kids, too.
What? So what, you got yourself some part-time job? A janitor or something?
Nope, I'm actually a regular full-time employee.
In your dreams, what company would hire some housewife like you? What skills could you possibly have to offer them? So yeah, I'll drop my kids off in front of your place. See you in a week. Annie, where are you and where are my kids?
Oh, hello, Karen. I see you made it back from your vacation.
Obviously, I just came to pick up my kids. But Arthur said that all of your and your daughter's things are completely gone. The house is empty. What on earth is going on? Where are my kids? Don't tell me you just abandoned them out on the street.
Nah, don't worry. I'd never do a thing like that.
Don't tell me not to worry. Where are my kids?
Your kids should be all safe and sound at your ex-husband's place.
What? My ex-husband?
Yeah, I figured that since they're his kids too, that he'd like to know what was going on with them. It just so happens that the husband of a friend of mine used to work with your ex and still had his phone number. So he gave me your ex-husband's phone number and I gave him a call.
What did you do, Annie?
Me? I didn't do anything. But as for your ex, as soon as he got to my house and saw that you actually did just abandon them on our front lawn, he put them right into his car and took them back to his house with him.
No! How could you do this to me?
Again, I didn't do anything. However, your husband will likely be suing you for custody over what you did. So I would recommend getting a lawyer and preparing to pay out money in child support.
You monster! Who do you think you are? Fine, that does it. I'm going to make Arthur divorce you, so I recommend you get a lawyer if you can afford one.
Is that so?
You'll soon learn that you should have simply shut up and done what you were told. While you were enjoying your pampered existence as a housewife, I was out there in the real world making something of myself. Now you're going to see exactly what a cruel place the real world is.
Did you not see me say I'm a full-time employee?
Oh yeah, I saw your lies.
Listen, Karen, I guess you didn't know this, but the reason I was a full-time housewife for about a year was just an issue of timing and circumstances.
What is that supposed to mean?
When I made the decision to resign from my old company, I was already planning to work with my brother Jack, who was in the process of starting up his own company. But due to a number of circumstances within the company and the industry overall, that company ended up going bankrupt before I actually resigned. Unfortunately, my brother wasn't quite ready to launch his company when that happened, and my daughter had just started kindergarten to boot. So I figured that rather than get some random job at a place with the intent to quit that job in less than a year, I would spend that free time studying up to obtain some new certifications I would need to work with my brother's company. And I just passed my final tests last month. And so, as of last week, I am officially an employee at my brother's company.
I see.
Originally, I wasn't planning to start work there for another few months. But since you decided to enact your brilliant scheme of threatening me with divorce if I didn't watch your kids while you slept with my husband, I talked to my brother and had him move up our plans a few months.
Okay.
I really do feel bad about petty issues between adults having an impact on my daughter, but to be fully honest, she never really liked her father anyway. On the other hand, she always loved my parents, and now that we've moved in with them, she is absolutely thrilled to be able to play with her grandma and grandpa every day. So, it's probably better for her this way.
So, you mean...
Yep, you guessed it. Thanks for your advice about getting a lawyer, but I actually already had one. And he's now hard at work on a lawsuit against my husband for his affair. And of course, you'll be getting served as well, so be prepared for that.
No!
Oh, and one more thing. Arthur's getting fired as president of his company.
He is?
I was never involved with his company, so I don't know the specifics, but word on the street is he repeatedly broke the ethics rules that he himself set for the company's executives. Ironic, huh?
Wait, hold on. This can't be happening. None of this was supposed to happen. Everything was going according to plan. How could things possibly turn out this badly for me?
You know, there's a word for what's happening to you right now.
What is it?
Karma. In any case, there's no point in me continuing this conversation with you, so I'll go ahead and take my leave here. You'll be hearing from my lawyer within a few days with all the details of my lawsuit against you.
Can't we talk about this like adults?
Nope. Bye. Arthur and I got divorced a month after that. I sued the both of them for their affair and won a hefty judgment. I also sued Arthur for child support, so he'll be on the hook for that until she's 18. Not long after that, Arthur was removed from his post as president of his company. He inherited that position from his father, who founded the company, and he was so furious that he's now forcing Arthur to make ends meet as a day laborer in the company's factory. As for Karen, she lost custody of all 3 kids to her ex-husband, and the shoe's on the other foot now. She's the one who will have to pay child support to him. Word about her illicit affair with the now former president, my ex-husband, spread throughout the company, and after a while she couldn't stand being the subject of constant ridicule and quit her job. Karen holed herself up in her apartment for a few weeks after that, but her parents came along to slap some sense into her and got her a job somewhere with company housing close to the office. Apparently, she actually is an incredibly talented worker, so if she can just manage to fix her atrocious personality and lack of morals, she might actually be able to turn her life around. But, frankly, I'm not too optimistic about that.
Hey, Jeff, are you there? If you are, pick up. Is it true that the company is sending you to Los Angeles?
Oh, hey, Mandy, what's up? Why you know about that? I don't remember telling you about that yet.
I was just at the supermarket and I ran into Mrs. Johnson and she told me about it.
Oh, yeah, really?
Really? Is that all you can say? How could you have kept such an important thing from me? You should have told me way in advance. I mean, it seems so sudden. I wasn't ready. Getting transferred into LA? Really?
Yeah, well, not really transferred in the literal sense. My 3-month training period has ended, so I was just assigned my position, that's all. I'm not being transferred, but assigned to my first position.
Oh, really? It's not a transfer then?
No, I only received my assignment this morning. I knew I was going to be assigned somewhere. I figured it might be local, but it just turned out there was a position open in LA. I just contacted my folks and informed them just 30 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Now I see the whole picture. No wonder I'm only just hearing about it. Sorry to get so panicky. So does that mean you'll be living right in the city or renting a place in the suburbs?
Neither. There's a company-owned apartment a little outside the city. Nice coastal area. I'll probably have to get a car and commute to work.
Huh? Not right in the city.
No, this will be the first time living near a big city. Figure I should gradually get used to it first.
Does that mean, company owned that there are certain restrictions?
Yeah, I'm sure there are some restrictions. Basically, it will be assigned to me, and I can't have anybody else living there. Of course, I can have people over on occasion.
I see. But when you move there, please keep in contact with me, okay? Don't sort of just drift away.
No worries. I plan to visit during Thanksgiving and Christmas. Also, on occasion, business trips back to HQ here. Our folks live just a few blocks away, so we'll constantly be in touch, I'm sure.
Yeah, right. That makes me feel a whole lot better.
Not sure how you feel, but you okay with it all?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Why wouldn't I be?
Alright then. Is that all you wanted to know? I gotta get going. I'm on my way to a meeting.
Yeah, no problem. See ya! Hey, Jeff, what's up? It's been a while. How you been?
Hey, Mandy. Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's been a while, I guess. Yeah, but we did see each other, Christmas.
How long have you been gone? I can't believe it's been 3 long years since you got assigned to the LA office. You never contact me. I always line you first. What's up with that?
Yeah, but I always stop off and say hello when I'm back, right? Like last Christmas and Thanksgiving. Plus a few other times on those business trips.
Yeah, just a hello. Why can't we go have a few drinks or maybe go out for a bit to eat? At least we could do that.
A few drinks, huh? Yeah, right.
You don't want to go out for a few drinks with me? But forget that for now. I was contacting because I heard from your mom that you were coming back for a short visit to the main office.
Yeah, that's right. I'm scheduled to fly in this weekend. Got a few meetings to attend on Monday.
Just wondering, but what are your plans for the weekend or after work?
I can't really get into the details, but I have a meeting with a client Monday morning and then maybe business lunch afterwards. As for the weekend, my boss told me I could leave early on Friday so I could spend time with the family over the weekend.
Oh, yeah? So that means you're free Friday night, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So you arrive at the airport in the morning, right?
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, roger that.
You seem all set for something. What is it?
Come on, Jeff. You're so slow to catch on.
Slow to... I'm not sure what you mean.
Gotta go. Looking forward to seeing you on the weekend. Hey, Jeff. What's up?
Hey, Mandy?
Guess where I am? I'm at the airport to pick you up.
Oh, yeah? Now, why would you pick me up? I never asked you to.
How about you, Jeff? Where you at?
I'm working.
Yeah, right. Of course you are. I suppose it's still a bit early. But we could have lunch, right? Flight's like 2 hours from LA, maybe less? We could head over to the new restaurant downtown. You'll love this place.
Hey, can I ask you why?
What do you mean? We haven't seen each other in a while. You don't come back that often, so I figured we should use this precious time wisely. That's all.
I'm sorry to have to break this to you, but I already made plans for lunch today.
Huh? What do you mean?
Actually, I already arrived earlier this morning on the red-eye flight. I'm about to meet up with a client for lunch, so I'm gonna have to cut this short.
Excuse me, I thought you were going to meet up with me. I came all the way to the airport to pick you up.
Please, I don't really have time for this. This is all part of work. I really have to get going.
I can't believe you. I left home early this morning. I even made reservations at the restaurant. Now I'm gonna have to cancel.
Really sorry. I really have to go. Talk to you again. Mandy, are you there? What the hell did you do?
Pardon me, are you serious? That new restaurant I was talking about? I was going to have lunch with you there. I was looking forward to it all week. And you had the gall to take another woman there. Are you out of your mind? How could you? You're despicable. I can't believe you took her there.
Excuse me? You're the one that's despicable. I never consented to go into the restaurant with you. I didn't even know it was that restaurant, for God's sake.
Oh yeah, sure. Anyway, who the hell is that woman you were with?
Pardon me?
I said, who the hell was the woman you were having lunch with? I can't believe you were having lunch with someone other than me. You're beyond contempt.
I really don't know what you're trying to say. What do you care who I have lunch with? It's none of your business. It's not if we're married. Just so you know, the woman I was with was a client. She's in charge of sales.
Excuse me? A client?
Her office is currently being renovated, and it was just more convenient to have the meeting somewhere else. We figured we would just make it a lunch business meeting. Her section manager was scheduled to arrive a little later.
Are you being straight with me? So does that mean that she's just a business acquaintance and not some girlfriend?
Of course not! Like I said, she's a sales rep for a local company. This was the first time meeting her.
Oh, now I see. I just thought, my bad. I guess I just made a hasty assessment of the situation. Okay then. I don't want to interrupt your business dealings, so I'll just wait while you take care of business.
Have you been drinking?
Drinking? No, of course not.
You've already disrupted my work. The store manager tried to stop you from entering, but you barged in anyway. You rushed to my client and started bad-mouthing her, hurling insults at her just for having lunch with me. What the hell is wrong with you? When I tried to intervene, you slapped me across the face and took off out of the restaurant. After you left, all hell broke loose. Complete pandemonium. We had no choice but to terminate the meeting.
Terminate? Really?
And what's more, when you knocked over the table, my client's laptop got totaled. If that wasn't enough, a pitcher of water got dumped on it after it fell and all the data was lost.
Huh, really? I didn't intend to.
You also stomped all over my briefcase and ruined the USB memory in there. Lost all the important data.
I was only trying to,
But lucky for you, we both had data backed up on our computers at the office, so we scheduled a new meeting for Monday afternoon. Don't think you're just gonna get away with what you did. There are consequences for what you did. No doubt you'll be paying me for a new laptop and a USB memory. I'll send you a bill, and I expect you to pay for it.
Are you serious? You make me out to be some kind of fiend. I'm not the only one at fault here,
Excuse me?
You're supposed to be my boyfriend. I should be your priority.
Hold it right there. Your what? Boyfriend? I'm hearing you, right? Did you say I was your boyfriend?
Yeah, and another thing. You say I have to pay for damages. Well, as my boyfriend, I think you should pay that.
Why would I do that?
I was the one that was supposed to be at that restaurant today. It was our date. But no, you had to go and meet with that woman. You said it was all work, but the fact is you went to that restaurant with another woman. The facts don't lie, Jeff. You have this beautiful girlfriend, and you ignored that and went out with another woman. That's what you did. I was deprived of precious time with my boyfriend. The least you could do is pay for damages. Oh, yeah. And I bet you were going to pay the bill for that little lovey-dovey lunch date. Am I right?
Mandy, stop for a sec.
I heard you. I heard you say, I'll take care of the bill. I heard it with my own ears as I walked. The only person that has the right to get treated by you is me, and me alone. After all, I'm your girlfriend. You know what? This means you are cheating on me. How could you treat your girlfriend this way?
Yeah, you're kind of starting to scare me, Mandy.
Excuse me?
As for paying the bill, when we had our last meeting, they paid the bill so the company requested that I pay it this time. Of course, with my company credit card. My boss asked me to pay the bill. How can I refuse?
Huh. So it was all just business?
But more importantly, to be honest, I don't know where to begin.
What are you talking about?
Am I right in assuming that you wanted me to pay for what you did because you think I'm your boyfriend, right?
Yeah, that's right. Obvious, isn't it? That's what boyfriends do, right? Pay for his beautiful girlfriend's dinner or lunch or whatever. And that goes for paying for stuff like damaged laptops. A boyfriend always protects his woman. That's always been the way.
This is nuts, Mandy. You got your wires all screwed up. Besides, you're definitely not my girlfriend.
Pardon me?
I said I'm not your boyfriend. When did we do this? I really can't recall.
Stop right here, Jeff. What the hell are you saying? Not my boyfriend? How could you say that?
I can say that because I know it. I never dated you. We never even talked about it. Where did you ever come up with this notion anyway? I know we grew up together since grade school and we spent a lot of time together, but when did you decide we were going steady? Thinking back on it, I don't remember making a pass at you or even talking about it.
But that time, at our high school graduation.
At our high school graduation? What are you talking about?
Don't you remember? That girl that had a crush on you since elementary school? Remember her? She kind of opened up about having a crush on you.
Huh? Yeah, I sort of remember something like that. What about it? I told her I was already dating someone else and turned her down, as I recall.
That person you said you were dating. You meant me, right?
Pardon me?
I was pretty taken aback when that girl opened up about her feelings toward you, but I was overjoyed that you turned her down and chose me. I can't believe that you would say it was not your girl. It was always a given.
Hold it 1 second. When did I ever say you were the girl I was dating at the time?
Huh? Well, I thought, you said it right in front of me, so I figured.
Yeah, you always seemed to be around back in those days, come to think of it. You always follow me around.
I wasn't following you around. We were just hanging out.
I was with all the guys celebrating our graduation. You just happened to be there. As a matter of fact, you were the only girl there. The other girls were celebrating their own little groups. To be honest, I was surprised to see you standing there after that girl approached me.
Huh? You're kidding, right?
Just so you know, there is a specific girl that I'm seeing now.
Excuse me? Say again.
That's right, and we just got engaged.
Engaged? Are you serious? You mean engaged?
I suppose you'll find out sooner or later, so I'll tell you. My fiancée is Sarah.
Huh? Sarah? Not that Sarah.
Yup, that's Sarah. You know her, of course, the very same Sarah. Our former high school classmate. We've been seeing each other since high school.
Since high school? Way back then?
And when I moved to LA, she moved in with me about a year later. I had to move out of the company dorm, of course, but we got a nice place near the beach.
You guys are living together?
That's another reason why we came back home a little early. So we could submit our marriage documents at the city hall.
You guys are getting married? What about me? What was I to you all these years? I always expected to marry you someday.
You were just an old friend from the neighborhood, that's all. That's it and nothing more.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm dead serious, Mandy. Maybe this incident was a blessing in disguise. We sure did clear the air, didn't we?
That's it? Just clear the air?
How about that damaged laptop? I'll send the bill to your folks' place. and called him to explain the whole thing. Tell you what, just pay the damages for the laptop. Forget about the USB. I got plenty more of those. But she did make a mess of the restaurant. You'll probably see a bill from them too. And one last thing. If you see me around, don't approach or talk to me. You got that? I'm finished with you, so I'm gonna have to block you online. Okay, I gotta get going. Bye.
Wait, Jeff, please.
Mandy later got a bill for the damages. It turned out to be more than I expected. The cost of the damaged laptop, the restaurant damages included broken dishes, damaged tables, and when she left the place, she slammed the door and cracked on the door glass, which had to be replaced. On top of that, the place had to close for a few days to carry out repairs, so compensation for lost business. It seems a couple of customers also demanded compensation. Apparently for food spilled on their clothes when she knocked over the table. I heard the cost was well over $20,000. As for me and Sarah, we submitted our marriage certificate at City Hall, and even celebrated with an intimate dinner. No, not at that restaurant, fortunately. I was sort of expecting Mandy to barge at any moment to disrupt it all, but fortunately, nothing like that happened. I later heard that Mandy was living at home all this time, and according to her mom, she was just waiting to someday marry me. Can you believe it? Her parents were completely unaware of her intentions and was totally taken aback when they heard. They were now dead set on re-educating their daughter to get her to come to her senses. They apparently moved to a rural location to live a quiet life. Maybe it will do her some good. Her parents stopped by to congratulate us on our marriage, but although sincere, there was sadness in their eyes as they left.